Oops. Hi everyone. Sorry, I've been on holiday recently, so I haven't been able to post anything to the channel or do any more videos recently. But today I'm bringing you what I think is probably the best bit of kit on the market, in my opinion. And that means that's if you're about a bowler, but in this instance, it's a keeper. Today I bring you a set of classic keeper gloves. Background for you with classic keeper. Graham Plimmer, former Warwickshire wicket keeper. He's been doing this for, I want to say, over 30 odd years, I think, approximately. And what he does, these are tailor-made wicket keeping gloves to your spec. They use the absolute finest materials going, and that includes foams, the leathers that they use, the stitching, everything is tailor-made and handmade specifically to you. With these, the process is just quite stunning. It's the best sort of service I've ever had for purchasing a product. In general, that includes not cricket, it includes everything else that I've ever bought. It is quite stunning, really. You can either visit him at his house, or I know when he did it sort of during the lockdown for my dad, we were able to take measurements. But what you do is you go and he will hand measure all the depth of your fingers into the webbing, everything like that. Take precise measurements of your hands, sizing, and sort of tailor-made this service for you. The best way I can compare it to is like getting a suit made in sort of somewhere like a Savile Row in London. That's how good it is. You can either accommodate various fingers. I've got a bit of a mangled little finger from where I did that in a lockdown sort of COVID cup sort of thing on return. And therefore he's made my left little finger slightly more protected and padded for me. So what I've got here is just a slightly more reinforced little finger. He will do anything for you with this. So I have with this chosen the pimple grip, but he can do the octo grip. He can do alternative grip patterns, just like that one as well. And then you can do T-bar, like so, or he can do the solid piece as well. Main difference with these gloves is the cut of them as well. What you can see here, in comparison with just another set of gloves here, these gloves here tailor in, scallop in. This one here is a straight one. Now that fits just slightly better just in your hands, but it also makes the catching area much larger, I feel, for you. If I just put them on and show you how they line up, just like that. Nice big old catching area with that. The other one is the depth of the cup. Now, I typically haven't got a ball with me, but what it is, the depth of the cup in here is really sort of much larger and bigger. So when the ball goes in, you can really wrap your hand round into the ball. These ones, the opposite gloves that I've just got here quickly, if I showed you them, can do it, but that isn't as large. That's more shallow. So it does sort of, when it hits the glove a little bit more, it does sort of feel a little bit more solid and stuff. Whereas if I put the other glove back on, taking that ball in there, it just feels like the ball just sits and just is nice and snug in there when you catch it. The other one is the palm pattern that he uses. It mirrors what your hand would be. So whereas a traditional sort of normal shop bought glove, you might not be able to see it sort of on there. You can see the lines just in here. Now these ones have been broken in just to my hands a little bit, but the pattern is very much the same. Whereas the pattern on these, as you can see, is slightly different. So it mirrors how a natural hand would sort of close and open, which therefore, same situation, means you can grip around the ball much more nicer, and it feels just much more comfortable taking the ball in the gloves. He can do traditional length like that, or you can do shorty length, and he can do a variety of different colours with these. I mean, I've just chosen sort of the navy blue because I like the navy blue, but my dad and my brother have got black. I've seen him do green, he does white. I've seen him do baby candy pink as well for people before with all of that. And he can also, you get a little monogram just on the bottom here. That's just my initials and my favourite number, but you can also then just have on the other side your nickname and everything like that, and you can do the same situation in any sort of colours with all of it. The end fingers, whereas you tend to get sort of that spongy stuff, you get more foams. So it means just it gives you a little bit more protection as well, just sort of right in the end, but it just means you can actually get a bit more feel in the glove as well. I don't personally like the foam sort of, the sponge sort of stuff, and that's even including in my batting gloves. I take the spongy bit out of the thumb if it's that, but if it's a foam, it's much nicer and just adds a bit more shock absorption if you do end up getting one on the finger. But yeah, comfort wise, they are just perfect fit. Which is what these are, and as I've mentioned, it is probably the best sort of customer service and experience you can get with purchasing anything cricket wise, in my opinion. And Graham's just a lovely bloke. I mean, if he made gloves for Jack Russell, then if you know about Jack Russell being very particular with his keeping gloves, you know that if they're Jack Russell approved, they've got to be good as well. So yeah, he does a couple of different cuts as well, just on the back here, to how people want, but it's definitely worth investing in because you won't need another set of wicket keeping gloves as long as you play, basically. And with them, you actually get a nice little bag with your initials in as well, and do same bit. But yeah, you've got his social media. Go and check his social media. You can see all the brilliant little gloves he's made as well. If you're a little bit of a kit badger as well, it's always good to just chat with him about all the kit and all the people he's dealt with and helped out over the years. But yeah, 100% give him a check out. And yeah, classic keeper wicket keeping gloves. As I said, probably the best product on the market. Okay, thanks everyone. Bye.